Hello and good evening. My name is Jeremiah Shaver and I'm a multimedia journalist with The Telegram. I am broadcasting here in the city of Jackson. I'm along Main Street, right across the road from Jackson's Manpower Park, where we are waiting for the 2024 Jackson Christmas Parade to make its way to where I am at on the parade route. I'm near the end of the parade route, so it'll take probably 10-15 minutes for it to get to where I am. The parade stepped off at 7 o'clock. And it'll probably be 10-15 minutes before it gets to where I am, roughly, I would say, on the parade route, unless it's moving really quick tonight. I will say that tonight's parade is organized by the Jackson County Gear Grinders, and this year was a little different. It was they asked for donations for those that were going to participate in the parade this year, and they are taking all the donations and putting that towards their Shifting Gears for Christmas cheer. And if anybody wants to make a donation towards that program here in Jackson County, you can get a hold of them. That is the Jackson County Gear Grinders. They're the ones that are over that. Appreciate everybody stopping by this evening. A little chilly tonight. I don't think it's quite as cold as it was last Saturday when I was in the city of Wellston for their Christmas treats on Wellston Streets and the Ohilco lights that they had up there. Still cold out this evening, but not as cold, I don't think. Got a lot of folks lining Main Street down here near the park. Both sides of Main Street completely lined. I'm down here, as you can see, in front of the gas station here at Kroger, and it is just wall-to-wall people on both sides of the street here on this side. So that's really cool to see everybody come out and just get into the holiday spirit. And hope you guys enjoy this live stream. Be sure to share it out. We will be live streaming the parade, and then I will end the parade, cross the street, and set up in the park where we will get to watch the trees be lit for the very first time. You may have saw it's called Christmas in the Park, and it's cultivating our future. They've been doing it for a number of years. Barbie McCatherine, who is one of the organizers for that, main founder and organizer of Cultivating Our Future, she posted, the trees are a little on the small side, but she said they are lucky to have them this year, and they had around 80 trees, I believe, this year in Jackson's Manpower Park. They'll be lighting those up for the first time at approximately 7:45, and then around 8 o'clock or so is when they will do the fireworks, and those fireworks are brought to you by it's the Jackson Firefighter Association. They're the ones that organize and collect the funds for that. The American Firework Company, they are set up in Eddie Jones Park here. You'll be able to see, if you look towards Kroger, for anybody that's watching, if you look towards Kroger, off to the left of Kroger into the sky, that is where you will be able to see the firework display this evening. It's a $9,000 show, if I recall, and so it should be anywhere from, 14-15 minutes long, and usually with the Christmas one they toss in a lot of reds and greens, and it's very festive. So we're just waiting. If it's your first time joining me for a parade, I call it as I see it. So as it passes in front of me, I will try to call out what is passing in front of me, and just makes it a lot of fun. I think we had a couple comments come in here, so let's scroll back here and see what comments we had. Somebody asked when the fireworks start. Should be in the 8 o'clock hour, so around 8 o'clock or so. It's usually when they do the fireworks. And that's about all the comments we have. So appreciate everybody stopping by, and once again, if you're just now joining, my name is Jeremiah Shaver, multimedia journalist with The Telegram, and I am broadcasting here along Main Street in the city of Jackson, where we are waiting for the 2024 Jackson Christmas Parade to make its way from their staging area, which was on Broadway near Broad Street, down near the Jackson City Library. In that area there by Lillian Jones Museum is where they always stage that parade. And that is the Jackson County Gear Grinders that organize this particular one. And they will leave from that area and travel up towards Main Street. Once they get to Main Street, they will make a right on Main Street, and that parade will come all the way down Main Street here to Jackson's Manpower Park. So we have Tammy says, thank you for doing this for people that isn't able to get out in the cold and enjoy this. No problem, Tammy. We appreciate you tuning in. And this video will be available for playback on our Facebook pages. This is going out on my news personality page, Jeremiah Shaver, and we are also on the Telegram News Facebook page as well. And then tomorrow I will download this video and I will also upload it to YouTube. So you'll be able to find it on YouTube under, it is the Telegram, or no, the Total Media YouTube page is where you will be able to find, that video for playback. So we got some traffic making their way down Main Street here, and police are turning them back. So okay, so I think that's about it for tonight. So we'll have a live stream. So we will have a live stream for the Jackson Christmas Parade presented by the Jackson County Gear Grinders, and then we will have another live stream. We'll go across to the park and we will do a live stream over there of the tree lighting, and then we'll just stay live until the fireworks come on. So that's typically what we do. And I'm starting to see some lights off in the distance, so shouldn't be much longer before the parade makes its way to where I'm at on the parade route. I'm towards the end of the parade route, and I would say the parade is passing CVS, for anybody familiar with the city of Jackson, the Jackson Post Office. It's making its way down past there, so should not be long. And once again, we will call it as we see it, and just appreciate everybody tuning in. So we'll go ahead and flip this around and mute it, and then I'll come back when it gets here. And as you can see, real quick, we'll show you the crowd down here along Main Street tonight. We got a nice crowd of folks out here bearing the cold, out here to see the. Let me see if I can zoom in here. There you go. So we've got a nice crowd of folks down here lining Main Street near Jackson's Manpower Park, and everybody's out here braving the cold to get a look at the Christmas parade this evening. Pretty good crowd out this evening. It's a nice crowd, very nice crowd. So the parade looks like it's almost to Speedway, so shouldn't be much longer until the parade makes its way here where I am on the parade route. And as you can see, great crowd out here this evening. Had a couple additional comments come in here. Sharon says, thank you, always enjoy your commentary on the parades. Thank you, Sharon, appreciate the comment. We had somebody else, I believe, comment. We already got that one. Okay, so we appreciate everybody tuning in, and once again, I will try my best to call it as I see it. That is how we do it here. But loving the crowd out here this evening. If I didn't say it, today is Saturday, December 7th, first Saturday in December, and today was just filled with all kinds of Christmas-related activities. If you didn't get out in the communities and take part in those Christmas-related activities, you missed out, because there was like a breakfast with Grinch down in the village of Oak Hill this morning. And then, this evening, prior to this event, there was other events going on in Oak Hill. They have Christmas parade down there, and they also have they do a lighting in their park, and there's like a visitation with Santa, and all kinds of things. Also in the city of Wilson today, the Wilson Lions Club this afternoon had their annual Christmas parade. Been going on for a long time. So they had that, and there was numerous Christmas-related vendor fairs and just all kinds of stuff going on today. So this is kind of the combination of this first Saturday in December. And as you can see, coming down Main Street now, the Jackson Police Department leading the parade there, and they are passing the intersection there. That is Main Street and South Street. And like I said, I'm right here across from Jackson's Manpower Park, so shouldn't be long. Rebecca Conley says, get you some hot cocoa. Thank you for going live for those that can't be out. No problem. So appreciate everybody tuning in. Got a good crowd. Go ahead and share this video out if you got friends and family that maybe are from out of state or can't get out and watch this. And once again, we will go live. Not long after this, we will go across to the park and go live again, so you guys can watch the fireworks and the tree lighting. So they'll do the tree lighting, and then the fireworks will follow. Oh, I touched the wrong button here. Just trying to zoom this back in. All right, so it's getting close. I appreciate everybody tuning in this evening. And once again, I don't have a list or anything. I just call it as I see it, and that's how we do it. So I always like doing these parades, and they're always a lot of fun. And I know a lot of people enjoy watching them. But once again, I'm just loving the crowd down here along Main Street near the park. Great crowd lining the streets this evening. Alright, so leading the parade here, you have a unit from the Jackson Police Department. I can't tell if it's Chief Hinch or not in there because of the lighting. It appears to be Chief Hinch. And then right behind that is a unit from the Jackson County Sheriff's Office. Can't tell if it's Ted or not. It looks like Ted. It is Ted, yes. Jackson County Sheriff Ted Frazier making his way through the parade. And then behind them we have a unit from the Ohio State Highway Patrol. Not sure who is in there this evening. And coming into the frame now there, that is Jackson Mayor Randy Evans. Looks like got wife Marlena with him, and they're making their way through. And then directly behind them, you got your Jackson Marching Ironmen making their way through the parade. So once again, this is your Jackson High School Marching Ironmen. So that was your Jackson High School Marching Ironmen marching through the 2024 Jackson Christmas Parade here in downtown Jackson. And behind them, we've got the Jackson High School cheerleaders making their way through. Behind them, you have this is Royalty Jackson Apple Festival. This royalty was crowned back in April this year, and they got to serve through the Apple Festival. And that's Queen Isabel Lunsford, first attendant Macy Swan, and second attendant Alexa Butcher, making their way through. So we got a little bit of gap here in the parade, so we will take another look at the crowd here while we're waiting on the gap. But there goes your Jackson Apple Festival royalty making their way down Main Street. And just low in the crowd here. Got some folks in inflatables over there, love it. All right, so the parade is catching back up here. This is more royalty. This is your Jackson Apple Festival Little Miss, and then I believe the top 10 finalists are also on the float. That is Emma Dunn. She is your Little Miss. She was crowned on Saturday of the Jackson Apple Festival. We were there and covered that and got to watch Emma get picked out of that final 10. So there she is making her way through the parade this evening, along with the finalists. And directly behind them, you have your Jackson County Fair royalty. They were crowned, I think, back in April this year, and they went through their fair back in July. And you can see all the royalty up there. Queen Natalie Allison riding up top as they make their way through the parade this evening. Directly behind them, we have a truck from Holzer. We got some staff from Holzer. So there's some folks from Holzer Health System. Holzer Health System just opened a new clinic of sorts down in the village of Oak Hill. Had a ribbon cutting this past week. We were there for that. Here are the folks responsible for organizing the Christmas parade. This is your Jackson County Gear Grinders, and we talked about the shifting gears for Christmas cheer. I think the period to sign up for that has already passed, but if you're interested in donating or helping out with that, you can get a hold of them. They have a Facebook page. That's the Jackson County Gear Grinders. The Jackson County Gear Grinders, you can check out some of their old cars here as they make their way through. Here is the van from the Jackson City Library. It's a mobile unit that they have that they go around the city with. It's a great unit. And behind them we have some cheerleaders. Guessing from Wellston based on the yellow, but don't quote me. And behind them you have a unit. This is the Jackson Chamber of Commerce. You can see Brian Leach there. That is the Jackson area Chamber of Commerce. And behind them we have some more royalty coming into the frame here. I believe this royalty is Herds of Hope. Yes, Herds of Hope. And behind them we have a festive unit here. Look at the red and green there. Top Tier Customs. Ritter Ridge Candles. Made in Jackson, it says. Alright, and we've got some fire engines coming into the frame here. This is the Jackson Fire Department, engine 1409, making its way through the parade here. And behind them, we have a unit from Liberty Township Volunteer Fire Department. This is engine 1502. That's not their newest engine. They did get a new engine not too long ago. There's Randy Baker, fire chief there, driving the truck. And behind them, you have Sawyer's Speed Shop with some royalty in tow. And behind them, I couldn't catch the sign. There's a sign on the front of that. I think it's a local business. And behind them, we have royalty from the Ohilco Country Festival. That's the Ohio Hill Country Festival. They had their event this past week, Christmas Cheer, or not Christmas Cheer. It was Christmas Treats on Wilson Streets and the Ohilco Lights up there. And you can go up and see that display. It'll be lit. That Summer Bloom royalty going by. That display in Wilson will be lit every evening in Pride Park. And that's located on Railroad Avenue between Broadway Street and 2nd Street in downtown Wellston. This display here in Manpower Park, once it's lit, will be lit through the holiday season as well. Looks like we have a Grinch hanging out in the back of this truck here. Alright, we've got the Show Dolls from Jackson, Ohio. It's a baton corps making the way down Main Street. Wearing their red. We've got the Canine Clover 4-H Club on foot here, making their way through. Here they are. I can't read the sign, I'm sorry. It's too far away, but they got a business, I think, there on foot. Here is that. This is from Hawking County, and I bet you Phil Lightfoot's behind the wheel there. This is your Hawking County Fallen Heroes float, and you can see Phil Lightfoot there as he makes his way through the parade. And behind them, you've got these girls were in the parade last week. Love their outfits, all dressed up. This is the royalty from the, I think this is the Beaver Oktoberfest. Check out the Beaver on the float there. The girls all dressed up for Christmas. Absolutely love it. So behind them, you have the Jackson Fire Department. This is engine 1408 making its way in front of the camera. And behind them, this is another engine with the fire department. That is engine 1407 making its way through. And behind them, I think this is somebody with the City of Jackson Electric Department. Check out how they decorated their unit here. They've got lights all on the truck there. Got a reef up front. It's really cool. It's Ryan. There he is. Ryan making his way through. And behind them, you have the Eclipse Baton Group making their way through. They are wearing Santa Claus caps, and got a lot of them have the ugly Christmas sweaters on, and their batons are candy canes as they make their way down Main Street here this evening. This is a baton corps making their way through here. Okay, behind them you have Tim Scarberry Trucking making his way into the scene here, and it looks like we've got a Grinch aboard the truck there, riding on top. I don't know if you can see him or not. There he is, making his way through. Behind them, you have a unit from Ron's Trucking. Making its way through. And another, so that's two rollbacks with Ron's Trucking making their way through here. And then we have another unit from Ron's Trucking. And then we have that Cincinnati Bengal lifted Mustang here making its way through. You can hear it growling as it makes its way down Main Street here. Behind them you have Fab D making their way through. Check out the car. And behind them, you have a unit from High Road Towing and Recovery. Got a couple units here from High Road Towing and Recovery. Got a rollback. Got two rollbacks and one of the larger commercial units making its way into the frame here as well. We've got a little bit of a lull in the parade here, but we still got some more parade making its way down Main Street here. Got a unit moving a little on the slow side here on Main Street, and we're just waiting for it to make its way in front of us. So I will say it feels like the parade is much longer than typical here this year in 2024. And I don't know if that will push back things as far as the tree light in the parade goes. We'll have to see. We'll say the time is 7:32, and the trees were estimated for lighting at about 7:45, with the fireworks to follow at 8 o'clock. So looks like there's not much more left of the parade. I can see Santa Claus bringing up the rear, it looks like. And so here we go. We have Engel's Garage making his way through. It's a major accident response unit there. And we have another unit from Engel's Garage. They're located out on Chillicothe Pike, just outside the city of Jackson. And another unit from Angles Garage, Jackson, Ohio. Have a unit from the Jackson Transportation. Another unit from Jackson Transportation. This is your number one choice in Southern Ohio, specializing in your personal transportation. And we have some classic cars. This is your Appalachia Old Car Club making its way down Main Street. Beautiful pink car there. Behind them, you got one of those classic cars. I don't know if it's like one of the Model Ts, Model As. Not sure which one it is. It's whistling at me, though, as it makes its way down Main Street here. It says Southern A Model A Club. This is what we have making their way through. And then there he is. There's the big guy. Bringing up the rear there, you have Santa Claus. This is the Wilson Lions Club Santa Claus float. Beautiful float. And they're gracious enough to bring it up here to the city of Jackson. And you can see the big guy there, making his way down Main Street. There he is, Santa Claus. So there you go. That is basically the end of the parade. We got a unit from the Jackson Police Department bringing up the rear here, but there it is, and everybody's taking off here as the parade comes to a close. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and we will go ahead and sign off, and we will come back live. I'm going to make my way across Main Street here, try not to get hit, and make my way to my spot that I usually shoot from for the video. So appreciate everybody stopping by this evening. Watch for another video here shortly. Like I said, hopefully things are still on schedule, and we will make our way over to Manpower Park. So reporting for The Telegram on theteleGramNews.com, I'm Jeremiah Shaver.